All Nations Community Church. If you want to know where we're located at 18620 Kedzie Avenue, where our pastor is the infamous, wonderful Stephen W. Bell. He's our senior pastor. We have a new thing that we're doing today, and that's for the Daniel fast. So we're going to do something in 15 minutes together, and hopefully you've gotten some idea. If you don't have the items that we have here, they're probably in your cabinet. I got some of my good friends here that's going to help me out. I got my girl Paris over here that's going to be my sous chef. She's coming on around, and I got some folks that's going to come on live, and they're going to eat with us. Now today, what we want to do is show you the things that you're going to use for today's recipe. We're going to make spaghetti, vegan. We're going to have some fried fish, and that's vegan as well. And we're going to make a nice strawberry salad, and we're going to show you how to make the dressing and everything else, okay? Now, we're going to start off with making the spaghetti, and then I'm going to show you the products that we're using. So let's do this first. Let's show you what we have. For the fish, we're going to use organic tofu. It's not anything special. It's organic tofu, long as it's super firm. That's what you want. It is in a oxygenated package, okay? And so therefore, you don't have to do anything to it, but except for take the water out of it. And if you have any extra, you're going to cut it or put it inside of a container and put water in it as well. We also have today, we have some cut strawberries. We have some apples over here. We have some, look at that, some nice, good Roma tomatoes crushed up. We have, these are what we call English cucumbers. Now, if you've gone to the grocery store, you'll know English cucumbers because they're the long, skinny ones, exactly. That's always shrink wrapped in the plastic, okay? We have the green bell peppers, the baby red, the colorful peppers, they're the small ones. And last week or week before last, we had taken some mushrooms and put them in these particular jars here. So we want you to continue to do that. White onions, not shallots. We'll do a recipe soon down the line with some shallots. We also have shredded carrots. We have some pistachios. Now you're probably like, well, what are we going to use some pistachios? Keep watching, you'll learn. And then in this container, for those of you who are going on this fast, this is vegan teas crumble meat. I'll make it available for you at a nice place that you can get it for, okay? And then also, we have a cabbage. Okay, what we're gonna do with that cabbage, don't worry about it, I'll show you. And then we have our lettuce, our strawberry, our batter, our dry batter, our spaghetti sauce already pre-made, and I'll tell you how to make yours if you wanna do it this way. Now, we're gonna walk over here and start off with making the spaghetti. So Paris, why don't you provide me with the al dente vegan spaghetti. Now this spaghetti, you can go to Jewel's and get any kind of spaghetti. Make sure it doesn't have any eggs in it because most spaghetti does. But the vegan style would be whole wheat. This is a whole wheat spaghetti, organic. Jewel's carries that. And also they have the spaghetti long here. That's also vegan as well. And just make sure you just read it. Make sure if it says egg or milk product, just put it back and get the one that doesn't say that. You'll find a lot of those because today it's not that difficult to find these type of items already. Now, it says on the container to cook it for 9 minutes. Don't listen to that. Cook it for 15 minutes, put a top over it, and let it absorb as much water as possible. And you'll notice, we got on gloves, y'all, that it'll be like this, just like regular spaghetti, okay? Now, what we're going to do, when we cook vegan, you always overly season. Always overly season. So in the cooking pan, I've already placed in this pan some pepper. So we're going to turn on the fire, and I've been doing this for a little time. So you want to put your fire on about 250 degrees, no more than 300. I have in my hand some plant-based butter, because remember, we're on the Daniel fast. Everything we do is vegan.
This is the good stuff.
Everything we do is vegan. So we're going to put enough in here just so we can get it started. If you don't have any plant-based vegan, use vegetable oil or olive oil. It doesn't matter what kind of olive oil you use. Some people will say that cold press is the way to go. So we're going to just move this pan around. You guys' pans are probably not going to be as big as this one here. This is a 40-quart pan, actually 60-quart pan that we use in the restaurant. Now, Paris, if you can get me the onions, we're going to take some onions, and we're going to start the base for the spaghetti. Now, our spaghetti is all tomatoes. And some of you guys come back from the days that I was born with contadina. Is it contadina? Contadina. Y'all remember contadina? That very strong tasting tomato paste. You can use tomato paste too, but I like to use Roma tomatoes. I put it in my Vitamix with some celery. You put some Italian seasoning in there, raw onions. You're going to take green bell pepper, and you're going to take some oregano and put that into your blender, and that's how you make your tomato paste, okay? Use some real, yeah, for sure, for sure. So we're gonna let this cook up a little bit. Remember, one of the things about being on a fast is when you're new to it, you're starving or you're hungry and your body wants flavor. If you give your body flavor, plus you give your body the vitamins that you need, you'll find that you will not be hungry, but you'll be super satisfied, and you will not be able to eat as much as you think you can. So in essence, I've got some people that's going to taste this, and they're going to let me know if I'm right. All right, so now, when we finish, let's have those colorful peppers. We're going to start with the colorful peppers. Now, the reason why I go with the colorful peppers is because we want to make sure that when you're cooking vegan, you literally want to use as many colors as possible, especially when you're making your spaghetti sauce. And so we're going to let that cook up just a little bit. And as we're cooking that up, let's get the mushrooms. We'll put the mushrooms in next. And it can be put in any kind of way you want. It doesn't have to be put in the same way. It's just the way I do it. And let's get the green bell peppers. We're going to put all of these in from last week. All right. And we're going to let that cook up. And then we're going to take a few of those peppers and put those in here. Now, you guys in this kitchen should be able to smell this. Y'all smell that?
It smells delicious.
Y'all smell that over there?
It's got an aroma.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, the next thing we want to do is while we're cooking that up, we've already taken on our spaghetti, we've actually taken some seasonings, and we've started putting the seasoning onto the blanched spaghetti. It's already blanched. Now I'm going to have my sous chef bring some of that over to me right now. And we're going to take that and start feeding it in. Now remember, one of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that you have flavor all in there. Oh, I forgot one thing. You know what it was?
What was it?
Garlic. Oh, yes. Got to have some garlic. Cannot do anything. That's right. We're going to take some minced garlic, and we're going to take, you cannot use too much or too little, especially when it's fresh. But what we're going to use here is about a tablespoon of minced garlic, paste bit, and we want to cook that up just a little bit. Now you guys should be able to smell this, and if you can't smell it, I'm telling you something's wrong. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We got pepper in here, so we poured that in there. Let me put a little bit more pepper in here because I like pepper. I want to use this pepper here. Any pepper will do, any black pepper, any coarse pepper, any kind of pepper will do. Right now I'm using a fine ground. So what I'm going to do is put enough in my hands, maybe about a tablespoon of pepper, and we're just going to sprinkle that in there. I'm going to give that to you so you can go ahead and close that up. All right, now let's go ahead and fold in our spaghetti. Now the reason why we're putting our spaghetti in, as I call it, blonde or without the sauce on it, is because we want to give the flavoring not only in the sauce, but also into your strands of spaghetti. Okay, so just in case you don't want any sauce, you can eat it just like this. Yeah. I can give it to you right now and it would be really good.
You marinate it.
Exactly. So we'll layer it Always layer your food when you're cooking. And again, because it smells so good, that you'll be able to just enjoy the time that you're having as you're incorporating this flavor into that flavor. And then we'll put the two together and change pots altogether.
Good.
It does, doesn't it?
And I'm not a big old sauce myself. I can eat mine just like that.
Without it. I'm like that too. You know why? Because, even though spaghetti is an all-time favorite, but I used to, when I was a kid growing up, my mother would make noodles. See, just like a real cooking show. And then she would make noodles and she would just put butter on it and vegetables, and it was really good. Okay, so now we got this ready to go.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our tomato sauce. Okay? Tomato sauce is already pre-made. I made it
So good.
the other day because I wanted us to get in here and get out the way, because Pastor Steve is hungry, and so is all the other people, and I want to make sure they eat, and I don't want them to be mad at me. So go ahead and pour it on in. Look at that. Can you all see that?
That ain't out no can now.
Ah, that's good. That's real good.
That's rich. Like the kingdom. That's rich.
Woo, doggy, look at that right there. Now, over in this pot right here, we've got some tomato soup. I made some tomato soup because I had some extra tomatoes. And in that tomato soup is celery. There's onions in there, a half an onion, a whole half an onion. There's I put some carrots in there because that will need to make it look orange, right? Because your tomatoes will not always come out that orange. So some things we do for coloring only doesn't take over. The celery gives you your salt and your seasoning to it, and then your onions will give you the other flavor that you need. And it needs to be a red onion, you guys, not a white onion. Each kind of onion we use, let's get some more sauce in here. Each onion that you use has a different, go ahead and pour, different flavoring in it. Now, again, as I told you, you got green bell peppers in here. Come on, pour some more. White onions in here. I have some shallots in this particular mix here that I cut up by hand. We have some mushrooms in there. Celery is in this mix here. Your tomatoes, of course, are in there. No sugar, okay? I do not use sugar. I will show you how I sweeten up my sauce in a moment, but it wasn't by sugar, okay? There's a couple of items that you can use, and we'll talk to you all about that as we make the sauce for the dressing for our salad, okay? So now, as this is going to be stirring, I'm going to have Miss Paris go ahead and start pouring this and integrating that into here.
Where you gonna put it?
Just start stirring that for me. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, and I don't know if they can see me, but this is a fillet, okay? Now remember, we had the organic tofu, okay? The organic tofu. Here's the organic tofu, and what we've done is we've sliced them into fillets. So as always, when you're doing something where you're explaining what you're doing, we've already made a batter. A batter is, anytime you're frying something, you want to always have a batter pre-ready. Okay, so our batter is done with a little flour, with some seasonings, whatever seasonings you like, whether it be garlic and onion powder, no salt, because I don't do salt, but garlic and onion powder, and you want to put that so that it will be easier to put on your dry batter. Now your dry batter is real easy because it is Aunt Jemima, what we would say Ain't Jemima. This is what we would use here, and this is what we put into on our fish. So when you had fish fries back in the day, just like you had a fish fry back in the day, this is the same thing you do when you're doing it for a vegan type of meal, okay? And so our dry batter is already ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this in here and begin our first fish fry. Yeah, you can turn it off actually. And then let's come over here and start battering these fillets with me. And so what we're doing is we're just taking these and putting the batter on top. These take approximately 1 minute to create. That's it, that's all, okay? We've had our fry going on, and I'm gonna lay this down into the oil. The oil is at 350 degrees. It doesn't need to be any more than that, so 350 degrees will get us to where we need to be. And so we're just gonna put those right on in there. Ooh, you hear that? Listen to that. That sounds good, don't y'all? And so you're gonna drop your batter in first.
Drop it in here first, right?
Yes, drop it in there first. And then I'm going to take that one out because it's really ready. And we're going to let Pastor Steve have the first piece. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Look at this here. Oh, bam. Yeah. Look at that. See that there? Can you all see that? You see that? Do you see that? Can you see this right here? Look at here. Child, I'm trying to tell you. So it looks like real fish. Does it look like fish? Can you all see this? Can I turn this around to everybody? Can you see that? Can you see that? Come through. Come through. Come on, give me a close up on that.
Look like a fish pack.
It does. I'm gonna put this right on top of here. And so we're gonna go ahead and put another one together.
A little bit more meal.
Okay. And as we do this, we do that there. Got that? And then let's go ahead and drop that on in there. And then the next thing we do while you're doing that, we're gonna go to our next thing, and that will be creating our salad dressing. That's okay. Our salad dressing. Our salad dressing, we have a soup. We've got the soup over there. We've got our fry going on. We've got our spaghetti happening. And while she's doing that over there, I'm going to teach you how to make your own dressing. Quit going to the grocery store, you all, and buying stuff that you can make to taste better than the store can make on its own, because they're not giving you any of the stuff that you need. There's no preservatives in here, okay? Now remember, I mentioned to you that we have a sweetener. The sweetener that I use is agave or agave, depending on where you're from. Okay, that cooked a little bit too long, but that's okay. We're gonna turn this down. Okay. So agave. Agave is a plant. Okay. You can do monk fruit, or you can do agave. Okay. So we're gonna take some strawberries, you all, and we're going to add some regular strawberries. These have already been washed, and we're going to drop this into about a cup of oil. Okay, so in a cup of strawberries, we have some apple vinegar. Apple vinegar is how we also use. Now, because I've been doing this for a long time, you're going to put 1/4 cup of apple vinegar. I use Bragg's apple vinegar. There's one of the best. Once you open it up, you can keep it for God knows how long. And then we're going to put a little water in here. You want to add a little water for me? Okay, I got you. Okay, so you see how fast this is? Dinner will be ready in like 2 seconds, okay? Not long at all. Look at those big old pieces. Look at that. Y'all hungry, ain't you? I know I am. Okay. And then just a little bit, about maybe a 1/4 of a cup. And then we're going to show you how the salad is getting, that's good. And then we're going to add another 1/4 of, again, I've been doing this for a long time, of agave. In this container, we're getting ready to make strawberry dressing. Nice, right? Watch it happen. Okay, so we'll come back to that. So in my Vitamix, and whatever blender you have should be okay. I just use Vitamixes in my restaurant all the time. So I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to start her up. And within a few seconds, our dressing is ready. Done in less than 45 cents, okay? So here it is, it's created for us, and I'm gonna let somebody taste this. Give me a spoon, somebody, and it might need to be a little sweeter for some of you, and if it needs to be a little sweeter, who wants to try it? So we're gonna let Pastor Steve try it again, okay? Here we go.
It smells good too.
That's a big spoon.
I know. We may have to put a little bit of more sweetener in it.
No, that's that's nice.
All right now.
Like the strawberries.
This,
Wow.
Can you taste it? Mm-hmm. So now, not only do you have something that's very good for you, it doesn't have a lot of calories. Okay, so you've got your cold pressed olive oil, about a cup of cold pressed olive oil. You have a fourth a cup of your Bragg's apple vinegar. You have your strawberries, as many as you want, and then you put your agave inside of it, blend it up, and you're good to go. All right, so now we're going to move a little along so we can go ahead and make this salad really quickly. And then, okay, so our salad is a mixed salad, and we'll cook these up in a minute. Is a mixed salad, and a lot of you all have a head of lettuce or a head of cabbage, and then you say, well, I really don't want cabbage, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the cabbage. Put it in your salad. You can take a salad and do so many different things with it. And let's move that over here on another container for me. And we're just going to cut this up. And I'm going to have you go give it a nice rinse for me. And I saved this part for last because, oh, did I forget? I forgot one thing.
What did you forget?
We're going to put some of that vegan teas crumble meat on that spaghetti. Yes,
yeah.
we are, sure enough. And if you ever want to do it real good, you can go get some cheese, or you can come and get my cheese, and you can put your cheese on there as well. Go ahead and rinse that for me and come on back. Also, we're going to use a avocado. I think avocado is a healthy fat. It's one of the best fats that you can use always. And then this is going to satisfy you. I'm guaranteeing you all, not only is this going to be good for you, but it's going to be good to you. When you cut your avocado, you see where what we call the nipple is at the top. You want to cut it in the same direction, not sideways, but long ways. And then you cut it and then you twist it, and then it looks like this here. Okay, so that's how we want to make sure that we do. All right, and then for here, we're going to cut it up. I don't have a chef's knife, so I'm just going to cut this up here. And what we're going to do is add this to our salad. And as we add it to our salad, is not only for roughage, but it's also going to be for texture. And then we place this in here as we toss it through. Now, we're going to add all of these other pieces within here. And I'm not going to add too many because they're kind of thick, but just enough. All right. And so we're going to add our strawberries because it's a strawberry salad, right? Again, color is important, especially on your fast. You're going to take all of your strawberries. We're going to use some apples. Throw that on there, and we're going to toss this salad real good. There you go. Some more of your peppers. That's so pretty. Oh, my goodness. Green bell peppers. And believe it or not, all of this is going to taste really good. Yeah. Your English cucumbers. Just have at it and throw that all around it. Okay. And then some shredded carrots.
This is a loaded salad. This is just the way I like it. I hate an old naked salad.
And then add the tomatoes. Let's get your tomatoes, and then we'll put mushrooms on there. And remember, I told you about your pistachios. Pistachio is going to give you a crunch to your food, and it's going to give you some protein in it as well. And then we're going to toss this. Okay. And then your... why is my mouth watering?
Mine over here beating yours.
And we're going to take this here, and we're going to go ahead and toss this around a little bit. Okay? And now we have not only your dinner ready, but we got soup. We have your spaghetti, and we have your fish, 15 and 15, and you're done. This total will cost you no more than $15 to do. We are telling you that you can do this on a very small budget. Yes. My spaghetti was $1.19. I made my own tomato sauce, so I didn't have to pay for that. I bought a tomato. I had 5 tomatoes. The 5 tomatoes from Walmart cost me $2.99. That's how much I got. And then I got me some celery. I cut the celery up. I had a half an onion. So all that together, probably maybe about $4. And then you got the $2.99. And then I had my Bragg's. Some stuff you already have in your refrigerator. Don't go buy something until you make sure you don't have it. You get your pepper, you got your garlic, you got your Italian seasoning. You have all of this in here. Being on a fast is one thing, but doing it smart is another thing. And because flavor is all of these things, we can make it easy for you. And I'm always available, 773-418-7469. I'll walk you through it. Now, what is at the end of this healthy fat? This healthy fat is going to give you the satiety that you need. So we're going to cut this up. Don't do this at home because I've been doing this a long time. I don't want you to cut your hand and then call me and say you did this. But what we're doing is making these little squares this way here. And then you bend down this. When you know you got a good, nice avocado, you should be able to bend it over this way and drop it right on top. Oh my God, this is so good. I'm telling you, I've been vegan too long. I'm hungry. Anyway, so this is the way I'm going to be eating through my whole fast because I'm going raw. I'm not going to eat anything cooked, but I'm going to eat raw. A lot different to do. And then I'm just going to cut this up. And so if we look at this salad, and I'm going to bring it over so you can take a look at it. But it is all colorful, and that's kind of what we want. And then we're going to pour the dressing on top at the end of it, and I'm going to bring it close to the camera so everybody can see it. But when you look at it, which way will I go, Pastor? This way? Okay. I want you to see this on the close-up. Isn't that pretty? Can you all see that? And this is all good for you. And the last thing we're going to do so that we can make this make sense for you is I'm going to take a little bit of this. Where's my seasoning that I did that with? You see that? All right. Let me have that. We're going to take, this is called dipping spices, but there's just some spices, and we're just going to put that right on top. Again, no salt, okay?
I got this one so when you get ready to put your salad dressing.
Okay. All right. And so we're all set. Now, let's eat. We're done. There we go. Thank you all so much for coming in and watching our show today.
15
And we
and 15.
there you go. We're done. So, oh yes, everybody taste this for us. You want someone to try it online? I mean, it makes sense for somebody to try it online. And then we're going to add the crumbles. Let's do that.
Yep, add the crumbles.
Okay.
Crumbles smell good.
So we're going to just add this right on top here and incorporate that right on into the food. It's going to get warm. Look at that.
That's still hot.
Yeah, it's still hot.
Yeah.
So I need a plate. Okay. So here we have, I'll bring it over here. We have our spaghetti. Ooh. Ooh, baby, look at that. And then I'm going to bring the soup too. Let's get the soup over here. We got soup, tomato soup, all done right here. Look at that. You see that consistency? Nice tomato soup. No milk is in there, no egg, none of that. Everything you can eat unless you're allergic to tomatoes. But if you are, it's all plant. Okay? And I'm going to turn this down just a little bit so this is a quick cooking.
And now you need a plate.
Yeah, we need some plates. Who's going to be my first to come eat? Oh, I got a person right here standing next to, hey, now, all right. And then we got some hot sauce. Listen, you cannot, I could do a commercial. You cannot have no fish without the hot sauce. Come on through. I'm trying to tell you.
Throw that fish back in the lake if you ain't got no hot sauce.
All right. All right, so we're getting ready to have someone taste everything, including and I have some forks. I put a box of forks. Here we go. They're right here. Would you open that up?
Yes.
Okay. And we're going to plate everything. I love plating. Plating is so much fun. Well, I'm going to have to use one of these
That's the first part of
I had
introducing
a,
the food.
I gave it to you.
What you need, the spoon?
No, a spoon, the bigger spoon.
Okay,
So,
I got one.
yeah, I need a bigger spoon so I can plate. Okay. And I can use this one for the spaghetti. So we got, it's one already in there. Okay, so we got the spaghetti ready. Here's your fork. Take that one for me too. All right. And then I'm going to take this and put it right here like that, okay? All right. And then I just need something for the salad. This looks so good. I'm seriously hungry right now. Okay, we can give this to Miss Donna. Make sure she gets some of everything on her
It look
plate.
good too, Miss Donna. Don't get used to this now. I am.
And then I need another little
Yeah,
bowl.
get used to it.
So she can have some soup.
Oh, for the soup? Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
Here's some right here.
All right.
Let me mix this out.
Now she's gonna taste it. You want some hot sauce, honey?
Yes.
Okay. Got a little hot sauce for you. Put that right on your fish. And just tell me when.
That's it.
Okay, okay, okay. And then she's gonna give her some soup. So we get ready to see. Come on up in the thing. Come on up in, because I want them to see you as you eat it. So she's eating her first bite.
Put the crumble on it?
Yes.
I did.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I can add a little bit more. Would you like to add? You want me to add some more crumbles for you? Let's have them crumbles so I can give her a little bit more crumbles. How's that spaghetti?
Delicious.
Wait.
And you some soup.
And she's getting a salad, tasting the salad there. I saw her eyebrow go up. Y'all saw that eyebrow go up? Come on through. Come on through. You saw that eyebrow? Saw that eyebrow? Now she ain't got the meat yet. She hasn't got to the fish. You know, we got the strawberries in there. And now we're getting ready to taste. Okay, come on. All right.
Get that fish one good time.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Now this is the moment of truth. Here we go. Do I get a high five?
Shut the front door. Shut the front door.
Come on now, Miss Donna.
Miss Donna, you got me jealous over here. Get the plate started.
Wait, she's gonna be talking. She's gonna be go. Listen.
I have to do this one more time before I get to soup.
Okay.
One more time.
Get. All right. There's a dance. There was a dance. Okay, and we don't have any spoons, so I bought
You didn't have any
forks.
spoons. Those were just forks.
Yeah, I bought forks.
Well, we'll make them do the do.
So you got a full meal, all of the vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C. You have zinc in there. You're always going to have a good, healthy fat that's going to be inside of there. And you're going to always have everything you need. And that, what she has, is going to get her satisfied. She'll probably be full all day. So you're eating from the ground. There's nothing in here that is not from the earth itself. No added preservatives or anything you got to concern yourself with. Everything is made by me. And so if I didn't make it, I wouldn't eat it. So that's
Made
it.
by Miss T from Big G.
That's right.
All right.
You like it for real?
Is it good to you? Because you over there showing out.
All right, come on, I know. Let me give everybody something to eat.
Come on, I got enough plates. Did I get them?
And then I'm going to start, okay, you start plating them up and I'll make some more. I'm going to make some more fish. Okay.
And I put that fish to the side.
Bye, everybody. You all, if you all want to come up and get some, we're still here. Come get your plate. I got plenty for you. And hopefully, babies, if you ever try to make it at home, try it. Let me know what you do, and let me help you get it all the way done. Let's go through this a whole 40 days, you and I and God, so we can be one together. Amen? Talk to you all soon. Bye for now.